Hey everyone, guess who? So today I'm thinking about the dilemma and the idea, the belief that we outspoken atheists are mean and nasty and horrible, and we say terrible things about religion and we mock religion and so on. So firstly, the dilemma is that for many people, religion most definitely does provide comfort. It's a solace. It's a place for them to hide away and from the stresses of life, and to console themselves that it's all going to be fine in the next life, and God is going to make everything right. And besides seeing their loved ones and so on, but everything is just going to be better then. And so for many people, especially people having a really rough time in this world, it does provide comfort. There's no doubt about that. Many of these people are good people just having a shitty life, having a rough time. And I get that. And with these people, I feel bad to actually, wake them up or raise the issue of religion or point out the many, many flaws of religion, because in doing so, while my intentions may be good, I'm actually, in effect, I'll be taking away the only hope that they have. And so I asked myself, is that what you want to do? And what have you achieved if you manage to do that? To people that are otherwise hopeless, you take away the only hope that they have. And on the flip side, the truth is invaluable. It's great. It's what we need. It's what takes us forward. It's reality. And from the other side, that's really what matters. So, yeah, that's a dilemma which I struggle with and have struggled with for a long, long time. And I'm selective about who I'll share this kind of information with on a one-to-one basis. In a sense, it might be argued reasonably that when dealing with people like that, truth is overrated, especially if they do no harm to others. On the flip side of that is, unfortunately, there are many harms. There are just too many harms of religion, and even the good people among them that don't do overtly bad things. Still, they're supporting institutions, religions, organizations that basically encourage anti-intellectualism, anti-science, anti-reason and thinking in favor of faith. They teach little kids to believe in fairy tales and that they're true. They stand in the way of progress and generally just dumbing us down as a species, taking us back. So from that point of view, one is tempted to, I inevitably or many times end up still speaking out because the truth is just too important. But it is a dilemma. Then on the mean thing, and that we, outspoken atheists, are mean and nasty and we say horrible things about religion. This is a charge one often hears. And you actually see it in the in the faces, in the eyes, in the expressions of, the believers that you meet, as I do every so often. They know what I do on Facebook. We don't talk about it in person, but it's well known. And they almost have this kind of disposition where they're hurt and they're mortally offended that you would say the horrible, mean things that you do about religion and that you would mock their faith and their belief and so on. Rather exhausting. So the thing is, you won't see reason. You will sacrifice your faculty of reason at the altar of faith to the detriment of yourself and collectively to the detriment of mankind. And while you do so, all manner of horror continues to happen in the name of religion. So what are we to do? Sit quietly and worry about your feelings because you're going to be hurt? No. If you're going to be offended, then tough. You're going to have to be offended. We cannot keep quiet. Religion is not, benign. It is seriously harmful, and we feel duty bound that we have to speak out. And making fun of and mocking ridiculous ideas is a very effective tool in the fight against these ridiculous ideas, against irrationality, because it exposes just how ridiculous things are. And when human beings have been taught from a young age to respect irrational ideas, it's often that kind of ridicule that shakes them up, that awakens them to the reality that actually this is a bit bizarre. Like, really? Donkeys talk? Snakes talk? Yeah. And so it's a very effective tool. So the intention, though, is not to offend. And that needs to be emphasized and overemphasized. The intention is, and always is, it's fighting towards a goal, which is to try to make the world a better place, leave the world a little more rational than we found it, try to get people to reason and to fight against these irrational ideas. And offense is a byproduct. So, it's a casualty in the war. It's not the intention. So, if you are one of those that's, mortally offended by what we do, buckle up, buttercup, because we're not going to stop. There are many of us, and we will continue. And even when we die, it will continue. There'll be others to take up the fight. We live in the age of the internet, so lots of what we do, like this video, will remain long after we're gone to inspire your children, even if you cannot see the light. And so it will go on. We have to fight to make the world a better place. It's just not negotiable. So, yeah. If you can't, as they say, stand the heat, well, stay out of the kitchen.